runs you down.
Admiral Conquer.
I think they have double fatal bonds now as well with the soulbind combo.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's disgusting. That is really disgusting.
At least they have a purge though in the Legion on this Viking side.
Yeah, true. And now the Conquer for the tankiness for the team as well. Very nice.
Yeah, I actually really like this Kunkka pick. I think they needed a little bit more catch. Like, if you look at their support combo of Skywrath, Crystal Maiden, like, they don't have any catch between them, really. Like, Frostbite's okay.
5
So
seconds
just giving you that little bit more is always nice.
Yeah, absolutely. The kill potential is now absurd from the side of Viking with the Legion and the Kunkka. Also, generally a pretty good lane versus Puck.
Yeah, you just have the base damage advantage as well, right? With the Quelling Blade, so...
Yep,
Should
Puck
always be able to
loves
CS.
to be able to dodge your nukes, which is very difficult versus Kunkka, because...
Dire team ban.
You just fake pump it all the time. Bait out the phase shift. It just looks like a good game for a Kunkka that you just go double brace the Radiance, right? And I really struggle to see how they kill you. And you're going to be such a tanky boy.
Being up in their faces always feels nice. If you got Ags.
Remaining.
Oh,
Ags.
Ags. Oh, right.
You get all the torrents.
5 seconds.
And you take the torrent talents, so it's a really good meme. It's actually horrendous to play against. It's really difficult.
Is it? I mean, I had one which built it when we were taking their high ground. It didn't seem to do much, so I don't really have a very good indicator of how good it is or not. But
I think it's pretty good. It gives you really good team fight, like just in general. Like if people buy BKBs, then yeah, it's annoying. But
oh, and of course, because Toby's playing this game, it's time for the regular Toby announcement. Guys, now, I know there's a lot of pranksters, a lot of funny people in the chat who are going to be saying things like, oh, it's Toby 1. You know, when people ask whether it's Toby 1 or not, you're going to be like, yeah, it's Toby 1, guys. You know, it's not Toby 1, okay? Don't be pulling any shenanigans. Don't be pulling any pranks. It's not Toby 1. It's a different Toby. High MMR player, now in Viking. Don't prank people. Be nice to each other, okay? This is a prank-free zone.
A prank-free zone.
Yep.
I wonder what they need. Some like big damage coming through. I think like some win objective hero on Viking. You need like.
Yeah, you definitely need a hero to play around. I mean, a lot of players, a lot of teams have been playing with anti-mage. It feels okay. I mean, against until Alicia, it's kind of lame. So they just go for the gyrocopter instead. This is nice. Gives them a lot of aggressive potential. Their team fight now is just absolute berserk. They can really start to run at SworDDarK if they find themselves a little bit of advantage in this one.
Yeah, they needed some hero that could just stand still and fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's loads of catch on this sword side. They have the Doom, they have the Puck Coil as well. You just need something that even if it gets doomed, it can just do something in a fight, which Gyro definitely can.
Yeah, great Ags game as well, because that will still work inside the Doom. Gives you loads of catch. You know, we always say that Aghanim's becomes available and useful when you can just run people down with it. You know, when you need to be able to run people down with it, when you need that right click. I don't think it's always the best choice, as some people think. Some games you're not having to chase so hard. If there's an enemy team which is just going to be wanting to run at you, then I never feel like the Axe is valuable. I think you want to get like other kind of stats and damage items. But there you go. Now Lycia is going to come out from the SworDDarK. We knew we were going to see it eventually, and it will be picked up. And he's got himself a nice vessel in the form of that Puck, which should hopefully help him close the gap between himself and the gyrocopter. But it is going to be a bit of a farm game between Digi and Shad this one.
So the first game I played on this patch was against a Lifestealer. I think it might have been the second game, and I was playing Tiny in lane. And I come up against this Lifestealer in lane, and he gets 15 attack speed at level 1 from Feast. Like, why is he attacking me so fast? what is happening? And we lost really hard, because I had no idea how to play against that hero since the change.
Okay, that sounds sad. But Tiny versus Lifestealer sounds horrible anyway.
Yeah, it is. I like the Lifestealer up against the Gyrocopter, though. Lifestealer is like one of these heroes that just runs the Gyrocopter down, like in the rage.
Yeah.
Just tries to bring him down as quickly as possible with like single target burst. I also think it's really good because Lifestealer struggles when he can't deal his damage in fights, right? Like if you can't lock people down. And they have Dooms, they have Soulbinds, they have Golems, they have Coils. Like effectively, this Lifestealer should just be able to freely run through a fight and do whatever he wants. I'm interested to see what item build he goes as well.
Yeah, it will be an interesting one. Obviously, Radiance always feels good, especially when you're against right-clicking heroes, which Legion, Conqueror, and Gyrocopter certainly are. However, with the amount of control they have, he could certainly afford to be a little bit greedier, go for some right-click damage, because you know you're going to be able to get these right-clicks off, as you say. So,
I think he has to build right-click damage, because if you look at the rest of his team, nobody else is going to be doing physical damage.
that's true.
Like
That's true.
it's all magical. So
Might not have the luxury to go Radiance.
he might build a Maelstrom still, I think, to like help his farm speed and whatnot. But I'm looking forward to seeing if he builds like an SMY or a drums, or like maybe he goes for the armlet still. Be interesting to see. I think there's a lot of different options for him here.
Alrighty, let's get into it now. Game number 1 in the best of 2 series between SworDDarK and Viking, as they're going to battle it out to get these all-important early points in the group stage here in the EU qualifiers for Group B. We've already had one game so far. That was Alliance playing up versus the team of... My mind has gone blank.
Oh, what, last game? It was Alliance against Wind and Rain.
Wind and Rain, that's right. And Alliance did take the 2-0 victory in a fairly convincing fashion, so already looking good off the bat. Can anybody go and meet them in the 2-0 club? Well, we'll see. But I think this is, out of all the series, the most likely to go 1-1.
Yeah, I would say so, because I mean, you expect Secret to just win both their series 2-0. Yeah, you expect Alliance to win 2-0 against Viking later. So yeah, I agree actually. This is one that's most likely to be a draw, definitely.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this little courier. A little horse with some Dota balloons and Dota flags on it. Wow, that's a really pro-Dota...
Which one?
In the middle of the Viking base.
Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
really supporting Dota quite hard here.
Has he got any gems on it? No, he doesn't.
Nope,
Just looks cool.
That's the jade hoof. I see. Made of jade. No, jade is one of the hardest stones to cut, hence why it's so valuable.
And that is Chad Tanner's career as well. So
Oh, wow. Just flexing on these kids. I'm just flexing on them, bro. Even though Tanner is English, that's how he talks.
yeah, definitely, 100%.
If you named yourself Tanner, that's what happens. Good
You
luck.
don't have the sand.
What are you saying there? All right, Puck versus Conquer in the mid lane. Conquer favored. Tanner, he might have a good start to this game, and then we want to see some movement. We want to see some rotations. We want to see some action on the board for Conco. Do you agree?
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, I also think though that if this game goes late, I think they should be okay with this. I don't know. I guess Doom scales pretty well now if he does go for that Axe build. Yeah, I'd like to see him make space. Like if he just plays with his Legion and like plays with his
Also,
Sky.
You cannot forget about the Warlock. 50% XP gain level 15 means he will reach level 30 in a relatively decent time. Usually overtakes carries right now, which is very strange to witness. And he's going to try and battle for the bounty rune here. Is he quick enough? He is not. Yes, he is, sorry. Yes, he
Top
is.
lane as well.
He's very quick.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
Muff getting low here. Muff running towards the trees, running to Curry. Curry can do nothing, though, as Muff will go down. The right click comes in from Shad, and that's going to be a first blood. So, 3 bounty runes to the Radiant, but Viking, they get a kill. Means it's probably better for them, honestly. The fact that the kill went to Shad definitely makes it feel pretty nice. Ooh, Stroke of Fate. No, not thrown out. And Solari actually going to block the pull camp here as well, just to make sure that Muff is unable to mess up this lane. But look at the harass coming out from Muff right now. He's got a buckler. He's got buffler. He's got right clicks. Get out of here.
I think Maiden should be looking at this item build though on the Grimshook and thinking, okay, well he has like no regen, so I should be making the most of this. And if we just run this Grimshook down and bully him out the lane, he's going to really struggle to have an impact here.
Mm-hmm. I'm really surprised he didn't go for the Inkswell, honestly. But I guess when you've got a Doom who always wants to get Devour level 1, it kind of makes sense not to. But
You get the. I think if they'd have gone Inkswell, he would have had to have gone Scorched Earth.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
That should be
And I've seen a lot of Dooms do that, but I think the Stroke of Fate allows you to secure the range creep as well, which is really nice.
Well, that one.
Well, he tried. It was
Idiot.
just too late, unfortunately.
This analysis, honestly.
Well, he tried.
Immediately proven wrong.
Just 'cause you can, it doesn't-
Immediately proven wrong. Wow, look at Boom just jumping in on Tanner in the middle lane. He's trying to chat up on the Chad Master himself. That's a risky move, but Tanner throws down the torrent, misses it.
Nice D-ward by the Warlock in bot lane. So he's going to be able to pull that small camp when it comes back up.
Question is, are we going to see any more support to Lifestealer today? I know it's been nerfed. Is it still a thing?
I don't think so. I think the biggest nerf to it was the fact that Invest now goes on cooldown when you come out.
Yes. Which, to be fair, makes sense.
Yeah,
I just found it so funny, though. Like, you know, the new patch comes out, every other position 5 player is like, oh my god, we actually get to do stuff, you know? Like, supports can actually do things now. Did just in some trouble. He's being run down right now, but does manage to level up the rage, trying to get himself out. Is going to get under the tower. Senny comes in as well and will not die to the Arcane Blast. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Curry will drop. So a kill in the top lane, successful, and kill in the bottom lane, unsuccessful.
See, if you had a split cam there, guys, where you could see my screen and Nomad's screen, we would have caught it both.
See,
we're
this is
so
the production we need. Send us money, and we will definitely use it on that and not on beer. Promise.
I'm not promising that. Sorry. That is not a go.
Don't worry, verbal agreements aren't binding in the UK.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
Nothing's binding in the UK.
Can't wait
I mean,
for my beer.
look at
Sorry,
Brexit.
I mean...
Said we were going to do that like 2 years ago. Look at us now.
Oh, dear.
Idiots. Oh, yeah. Very cool thing, by the way, on Legion Commander, which you might have just noticed. You don't have cooldown on Moment of Courage when you're denying. So you can just... Look at this guy. You can just deny all its creeps. If you have aggro, you can just deny all your creeps instantly.
Very fun.
Yeah. Shout out to Kezu. I watched his guide, taught me that. Didn't know it beforehand, despite being a pretty avid... Oh no, the courier! Senny! RSPCA'd them! Down goes Toby's courier, and that means no more passive gold for 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Shout out to Kezu for some of the stuff he does. He's really good at his educational thing.
Yeah, right. Like that's one of those things which like a lot of people just, even like really good players don't utilize properly. But Toby he's doing it. He's watched the guide. He's doing it right now.
It's so funny when you look at the map now. It's just like little donkeys and stuff flying everywhere, and
Yep, there's a whole menagerie. Oh, Boom with a good deny onto the arcane rune, and Puck trying to play around Tanner here and does just about manage to get back to his illusory orb. That was very close though. Tanner did a great job of holding off on the torrent, knowing the Puck was going to dodge it with phase shift if he did cast the torrent because he'd get the timing right. So, see, I think what you need to do, right, is throw down the X marks and then put the torrent like a little bit further away from the... No, it still wouldn't work. I don't know what you do.
this Doom seems to be not having a fun time up in top lane.
Yeah, Curry is it's getting a bit spicy for him, if you know what I
I see what
mean.
you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did.
Playing, just playing. That's what we're doing here. I'm just playing and watching. It's gonna miss
I
the
feel
range
like
creep.
it's up to the dire side to make moves quicker though.
Muff under the tower here, getting a little bit close, but with the Inkswell, it's going to be a little bit too scary to dive in properly, but still getting a lot of damage off onto him. But Shad also taking a fair amount as well, as Aramis grabbing the bounty rune.
All four.
Oh, all 4 going to Viking. That's not profitable.
I really don't like that CM didn't go for the 1-1-1 build. He went for 2 in Aura. I feel like if you have a point in Frostbite in this lane, it really helps. Like you have a lot more kill potential.
Denied.
Yeah, it helps your other lanes and like helps your Skywrath lane, your Legion lane, your Gyroin lane, but be more greedy.
Yeah. Get that money, get those items. Oh, nice. Tanner managing to... still didn't get the range creep though. Nice little waning rift there from Puck ensures that one. Question is, which talent do we see this time?
Yeah, I was literally just about to ask the same thing. Which one's he going to go for?
So we know which one statistically is better in this tournament so far. And that would be the range.
I'd be very surprised if he didn't go Chaos Range. I think it's too good.
Mm-hmm. And now there's a double damage in the bag for Kunkka.
Double damage.
Will he try and make a move with this? Yeah, they're going to see the Warlock. Oh. But the Warlock gets a ward done, so he sees them back.
Senny on the run. Yep. Tanner's not going to find him. And Digi's just going to get himself way out of here, way into the trees, bury his head in the sand like an ostrich. Just get away from it. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, they're making a play onto Shad. It's the Gyrocopter who's getting jumped upon here. Rocket, though, going to land. Oh, no, actually gets destroyed. Nicely done by Muff here. Stroke of Fate isn't connecting right now, though, and the damage turning around onto Doom. This one's turning around pretty quickly. Stroke of Fate's going to fly of Whis. Curry and Muff now on the run. Rocket Barrage flying away into the creep instead. And there's a south pop from Curry as well, so no blood spilled in the top lane.
He turned a little bit on the gyrocopter there. I think if he'd just carried on running, they might have got a kill, but was just a little bit worried.
Slight hesitation leads to them getting away.
Ooh.
Toby looking for Digi. Digi does have, yeah, Faded Brooch. Pretty garbage this one.
It's actually, on gyrocopter, it's probably not that bad.
True.
The movement speed's really nice.
Speed is really nice, especially when boots you percentage based. So it's not actually 25 movement speed. It is in fact. Try to do the maths. 29.
It's 28.75.
28. Yeah.
Right.
Flexing. Meanwhile, double kill on Park, but nobody really cares about that, do they? We were doing the maths. That's way more entertaining. Oh boy, they're gonna go on to Muff right now. Muff getting beaten down, but with the wand, it buys them a little bit of time. So they'll turn their attention to Curry instead, and Curry blocked by the creeps, frozen in place, and they're both gonna go down. They just about got the vision on there for the flat cannon to come in and finish the job. My God, Faded Brooch, what an item.
Yeah, you just shit talking it the whole time. Then all of a sudden he gets a double kill. I'm just saying.
Faded Brooch into double kill. Let's go.
Because this hero does have some mana issues early on as well, so the extra burst of mana it gives is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And now Gyro's level 6 and Doom's almost level 5.
Oh,
so
it's not where you want to be on your offlaner. Not where you want to be. What is a flag on the Radiant side, by the way? Have you seen it?
A flag.
Yeah. I think you can get the best views on it at mid.
I think it's frogs. Like a lizard or something.
Yeah.
Dyer's top
Hard to tell. Yeah, it's like a lizard, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they're trying to appeal to lizard. Okay, we can look at that.
This CM might be.
Yeah, she's getting her cake baked a little bit here. That's all right though. Gank tanked.
I mean, if CM's dying into a puck rotation, I don't think they care.
No.
That's fine for Dyer's side. As long as their cores keep farming.
That's the thing, no one was a mid during that. Now Tanner's coming in. They're looking for the response here. You're going to get its marks. Yep, going on to Curry. He's going to be the player they choose to kill. And with the CM respawning, I really don't fancy his chances of returning this alive. Yeah, Doom's going to fall. Tanner grabs himself a kill. Yeah. Classic Tanner things, just turning up to the top lane and just, making a better rotation. Just flexing on it, bro. That's what you get. When you hit the gym, get the girls, smash some beers.
Oh, dude, look at this lifesteal bot lane. This is the real flex. Can't duel a creep.
Oh, very smart. Very smart. This is the truth. I wish you could duel creeps, though. It'd be nice to get loads of damage.
Great. Yeah. Yeah, just in the jungle. Legion jungle is actually viable now.
Yeah. Hit 6, go dual setters until the end of the game.
It would also be really embarrassing if you lost as well. So.
Yeah. If you lost, you should just lose all of your damage, like all of it. Yeah. Base, no items give you damage anymore.
So they take one outpost each. I feel like this is something we didn't talk about enough last game. The whole outpost thing. Like, if you can steal 2 outposts from them, like the other team, taking away all their XP is such a big thing at like the 10-minute mark.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to play around though, because you have to, if you want to make an active movement to do it, then you got to spread it out. You spread out your force across the map, which makes you very gankable. That's the thing. They just outnumber you.
The other thing you can do is just shove one lane in really hard. It's difficult at the 10-minute mark. Tier 1s tend to still be up, but you shove one lane in all the way, and then you all TP to the other side of the map. Denied. You try and control both.
Curry looking forward onto Aramis here, and he's got that net. He's also got the Doom if he wants to throw it down here, but they're trying to get the kill without, which feels a little bit greedy, and now they just drop the ulti onto the Doom's head. He's lost most of his health. He will have to Doom if he wants to get the kill onto Aramis here, and will not do so. So Muff goes down. They leave empty-handed, and now you feel a little bit silly. You got 2 greedy SworDDarK, and they're looking at Toby for now, but Digi in the tree. He's coming. He's coming. How'd you go, friends?
Like, they just want to get this tower. They're just being so much more efficient with how they're playing across the map. And like, if you think about what the puck versus what the Kunkka's done so far.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, nice torrent. Try.
Yeah, trying to predict it. Trying to make it happen. Muff is TP'd in. And as the X marks come onto... Whoa. Okay.
Faking the boat.
Yeah. playing the game, forcing the Infest out. No Infest, 90 seconds.
Doom, you need to use
Hello.
your shovel.
Coming in, and there's a rage popped as the Legion Commander actually pops. Oh no, there comes a Golem coming down onto 2. Toby getting real low, real quick. In comes a boat, misses everybody, but still gets the buff to Kunkka. Kunkka needs to find a way to get out of this one, but he's leashed to the floor right now, going for the TP. That feels brave, that feels brave, and the Orb will say no. Tanner, he does get dropped.
I think if he'd have done that, like, as soon as the coil ended, he might have got out. I don't know if he did, but...
Dyer's
I feel
bottom
like
Yeah,
there
it
was
was
a
a
small duration.
little bit of delay. Maybe it would have been enough for the Illusory Orb not to be able to come out just yet, but to be fair, the puck had an Arcane Rune, so if he didn't have that Arcane Rune, he probably would have lived.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Gyro's rushing Axe, by the way. He's really close. He's only like 120 gold away. That's what happens when you get 5 kills in 12 minutes. He has a lot of gold to work with.
Yo, did you see that?
Okay.
Shenny just denied his Golem despite Toby and Solari both just like freezing it and right-clicking it.
Nice, nice. That's the power play.
Yes, indeed.
This Skywrath has a keen optic, by the way. Very good on this hero.
Yeah, that's a fantastic one on Sky.
I also think he should be playing with this Legion more.
I'll go for it, Solari, yes. Grabs himself the outpost.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they just trade though. I mean, Doom's taking the one up top as well, so... I feel like this happens a lot, where teams... Like, they just trade outposts the whole game, like, they reflect each other.
Yeah, it's just like the world of positioning, isn't it? It's really hard to do. They're TPing in. I mean, did you just pick up a freighted boat? So it's his turn to get a double kill now.
Dyer are scanning.
How does Doom carry this trusty shovel when he's got a big sword already?
Dyer's
Shovels are
middle
collapsible.
tower is under
Someone.
attack.
You just decided.
They are. I used to ski around with a shovel in case of an avalanche.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely. Toby's in some trouble right now. No, he's going to be able to buff himself up all the same before that Phantom connects with him. So that's going to be Toby getting out safely.
Max concussive shot on the sky. Nice AoE slow, 45%. They are not catching up.
Coming up that
Radiant's
15-minute
middle tower
marks,
is under
15-minute
attack.
runes coming out. There is some TPs coming in top. Look at Legion, though. Look at Legion. She's going
Oh, it
for the
doesn't break smoke.
sneaky take. It doesn't. I did not know that. That's kind of insane. See,
Interesting.
do they know that there's no readout for when your outposts are being taken, so I don't
Right.
think they'd know. Okay.
That's really... I didn't know that. Okay. Lifestealer is going S and Y, by the way. I think he's got Armlet coming out on the as well. I think. Where's his courier? Oh yeah, it's going east top,
Radiant's
isn't it?
top tower.
Very
he's got
slow,
Armlet.
but yeah, it's going to get there eventually. There we go. Omelet delivered successfully.
Radiant structures
Tanner
are
in the
fortified.
middle lane. Yep, there you go. Double bracer going into the Radiance.
Yeah, he's getting there. He just has to be careful that he doesn't die now just before the Radiance comes out. Just hurt his timing too much.
Yeah.
Because they're going to hit this really powerful point now. Gyro has Ags. Kuka's going to hit a Radiance. And it feels like they can just run around and do whatever they want at that point.
Yeah, they're going to hit big timing if they get it, and it's kind of on, I want to say, SworDDarK to come in and
Radiant's
pressure the
top tower
Kunkka, but at the
has
same time,
been
pressuring a
denied.
Kunkka never feels like a good idea. This hero is still really strong, even with just 2 braces, which is pretty incredible. Oh, wow. What a stack.
I mean, they've done a good job so far. By taking the mid-tier 1 tower, they open the map a bit more. But again, like, you have to use that space that you're giving yourself. And it feels like they're really trying hard to run around and find these Doom kills. But Madara are doing a really good job of just avoiding the Doom and trying to fight everybody else.
Now, Ring of Aquila, picked up by Digi.
Jara just found a Philosopher's Stone in the top small camp that hadn't been picked up. Ult bot lane. Boat.
They're going down. Golem dropped as well, but it's Doom who's in trouble. But the sun's going to end. He's still able to get the double ulti off onto the Skywrath and onto the Kunkka. Both of them doomed up, but there's no follow-up here. They're not going to be able to get any kills, but they will stop any more aggression coming out. Oh no, Digi coming in onto Kunkka. Tanner's going to die without his Radiance. Digi now moving across to Shadow as well. Meanwhile, Shenny being beaten down in the back lines. Viking coming back in on this one, looking for revenge, and they will bring down Shenny and Boom. And now look over towards Muff. Muff in the trees. Shadow's chasing. Toby trying to grab him as well as Lifestealer grabs a creep and tries to get himself away, but thinking of coming back in on this one, interestingly. Looking over towards Solari. He wants Shad. He wants the big boy. The open wounds come out. He's doing the damage. Shad's going down, and the stroke of fate will finish him off. What a heads-up play from Digi right now. Making some really nice plays on this map.
I feel like Toby should have been attacking the gyro there instead of himself. I think that was... he needs to understand that his gyro is in more of a dangerous position than he is there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a small thing, but I think it probably would have kept the gyro alive.
All right, now we need to find out whose Philosopher's Stone this is, because that's pretty important. So let's look on the side of Viking, neutral. Yeah, so it's a Viking Philosopher's Stone. Someone just left it there, but no one got punished for that.
Lucky for them.
Yep. Never want to leave a neutral item behind.
Oh, bot lane.
Yeah, this could get getting a little bit painful for Muff right here, and that's going to be a very fair duel. Very honourable duel there.
It's not an honourable duel if there's 3 of them. It's not. Duel's like supposed to be a 1v1.
Yeah. Oh, nice TP away there from the puck. He actually gets himself to the mid lane safely and into a regen rune. Very nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's going for the. He's gone phase shift attack, by the way. I don't know if you mentioned it. But,
I did
Maelstrom
not,
queued up,
sadly.
So,
my favourite thing to see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Real opportunity now. Toby trying to close the gap, but they see him and they ping him and they get themselves away. And the double pop down as well as Tenny gets himself to safety. No one going to get caught out by this X mark. So now just comes in and starts hitting on the tower, but the tower, but he doesn't care. Bro, Tanner is jacked. He doesn't even care. He's just going to hit the tower, tank it up, no problems. Radiant's now picked up as well on Tanner. Dude's just so jacked. He hangs out in all the freshest bars, bro.
So Kunkka takes the torrent damage, which definitely means he has to go Ags, right? There's no... I mean... He's got BKB. Come on, man. Get the Ags. It's not like BKB's good against Grimstrike, Lifestealer, Puck and Warlock.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll say that Digi's been playing this game real well, in my opinion. Like, he has gone for that right-click build as we suggested. And he has just been extremely aggressive in these fights and doing an excellent job at doing so. Saving the Infest as well, not just using it on the first target. He comes across with silenced up here, but he's able to move out of it very easily. Then comes a TP. They don't have anything. They're going to have to commit the coil to the Skywrath, but still, they get the kill. Toby runs himself away, so it's just going to be a smoke for 1 kill into a Skywrath mage. Not sure on that one. And now Puck, he's in some trouble right now. Oh, so lucky there. Sorry, skillful there to dodge out that boat.
He actually hit him with the X, but I did hit him with the torrent, so... Oh, Toby takes the shrine. Is Puck going to take it in time? I don't think he is.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. No XP for the Radiant. Ah, Toby takes the bounty rune as well. Oh, God.
What a player.
Boom has
it
just
takes
been
6 seconds to
completely...
channel an outpost, I think, right? Is it 6 seconds?
He's been castrated. Yeah, on your own at 6 seconds.
You got to look at the clock there. You've got to know that you're not going to do it.
Yeah, just settle for the bounty. Settle for the bounty. Interesting that he's going for the phase shift and then into yours. I mean, I guess you get a little bit of damage from the, you know, because it's a magic item. Sorry, it's an int item and you're an hero, but...
He needs the yours against the Sky, and it's also really good against Legion and Kunkka.
Of course, yeah.
I think there's no reason not to pick it up, even if you're building damage. Like, he took the 90 damage talent as well, so... He's all for it.
He's going all in where he can. That's not overcommitting like certain other pucks may have committed to this build in the past, who I won't name. This pupil gift is really good, by the way. On strength heroes especially. I think it's best on strength heroes, but Agi heroes don't mind it either.
Which hero has it this game?
It's a Lifestealer.
Oh, the Lifestealer.
Yeah, so he'll be getting 13 extra Agi, 13 extra in.
Yeah, I mean, it's just good stats in general, right? Like, for every hero. I think, like, something like Puck as well, it'd be really good on. Like, having the strength is really nice. Even Gyrocopter having the strength and the int is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Gyro Ring of Aquila. How did they lose, man?
Big news.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The old days. Just love looking at this. Well, maybe not the Aghanims, but I love looking at his Aquila and just think,
Yeah.
back in the
I
days
really like
when
his,
Aquila was disgusting and ruined every game.
Loved it. I really like that he's going for S and Y, by the way. I think this game you want to be in the late game. You want to be looking to
Radiant's
Y
bottom
Satanic
tower is
for like the
under
max
attack.
status resistance build up against the Doom. You know, the Puck Dream Coil, and then when the Doom ends, you should be able to get your Satanic off.
Dire's
Try
middle
and survive
tower
these long,
is under
drawn out
attack.
fights.
3 sheets to the wind.
It's always nice to try and play into how the enemy wants to play as well. You know, this is a team with a lifesteal and a puck. They want to play for long fights, so you just build and you just say, okay, right, like sounds good to me. I'm gonna build in a similar way, which also utilize that. I mean, gyros always will, but I always think it's just nice to complement what the enemy want to do and try and mirror it where you can. As long as you're not playing into what they want to play, there's a big difference between using their strategies in your advantage and playing into their hands.
Yeah, yeah. Like normally he just would have rushed second night deep in there, and they would have run in, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
thinking
that's
about
right.
the long term.
This is a big kill though. This is Tanner hitting the deck.
I keep forgetting it's only 23 minutes in because I looked at him and I was like, oh, he's not that
Radiant's
farmed.
middle tower
But he's
is
top of
under
net worth.
attack.
Yeah.
Like, it's only 23 minutes.
Yeah, everybody's really farmed in this game. I mean, Shad's just rocking up with a Aghanim Scepter and a Sanjin Yasha. Viking are doing a great job and just farming across the map.
I mean, they're not finding enough on Viking though in terms of this Legion Skywrath combo. Like,
Yeah, but they've got like
this
a...
lifestealer.
Oh no, Dizzy coming on the front lines, but it's actually Viking who's backing away from this one. They don't want to fight under such close conditions where there's a TP right there. And Shani was about to drop a golem on CM and then realizes how stupid that would be.
Yeah, just TP to try and force something.
Yeah, they don't manage to get a coil, but they still get the kill on Solari, so pretty nice.
He didn't even have coil because he used it on the Kunka top. I think if he'd have just tried to run away, like TP away straight away, he might have got out.
That's a hard one though. I mean, yeah, I guess it probably would have been cool. That's probably why they were being so aggressive there, right? Like they don't have coil, let's go.
I think they're just looking for this Legion and the Skywrath to actually link up at
Yeah.
some point. Like, look at the moment, they're just hiding in the trees, trying to wait to see if somebody shows, but the Radiant side are doing a really good job. Like, they're smoking up, they're going to avoid this completely and try and find somebody around the mid lane here.
I mean, they're doing all right, but still being as 5 all the time, this isn't ideal. But still,
I
they're
think-
going for it here. Curry leading on the front lines as well as the puck. Backing out, they're going to jump onto the Gyro. Gyro getting his health burst down so quickly. Can he survive one? I don't think so. He's trying to get rid of the Phantom, and he's just going to get dropped. That's a really nice kill there. A Shad gets killed off in the jungle, and, well,
Dire's
SworDDark
bottom
make me
tower
swallow my
is under
words as they go
attack.
for 2 successful ganks in a row onto enemy cores.
Dire's
Yeah, they need to go and get this outpost as well. Like, you see Toby instantly on this Legion, he's like, I need to go and get the post up top because
Yeah.
we can't get the one down here.
Yeah, really nice play.
But yeah,
Dire's
Grimstroke
bottom
TPing,
tower
like, he
is
knows
fallen.
that Toby's going to want to be getting this.
Yeah. And they see him immediately. Silence comes out. He realizes that the jig is up. Needs to get himself away. Yules comes down to get him up in position. Gets off that silence. But the Legion should be able to get rid of it pretty quickly. But still, his health is just disappearing. There's not really much for Legion to do here other than die. Muff will finish him off with a stroke of fate. They protect the outpost. And this is going to be 1 lot of XP going towards the Radiant and nothing going towards Viking.
It really feels like at the moment, like, Tanner's playing by himself, and then the Gyrocopter's playing by himself on Shad.
Yeah, they're just
And then the other 3 are kind of just together all the time, and so they're really easy to just pick off and take like these split up fights.
Yeah, and once again, Tanner being caught out a little bit here, but there's more supports coming in from Viking right now. They also have that buyback on the Legion if they want to throw it down here. Meanwhile, the Doom comes out of the backline to manage to catch the Gyro with it, but the return is coming in. As in comes the Atos, but he's got a Lotus to get rid of it. And now with the core coming out, the Skywrath is controlled. Curry trying to come to the front lines here. Tanner with the BKB can't find a target. His duration's just being wasted, but Shat now, the ultimate runs off on him, so he's got no more Doom on top. He's going to throw down that ult, but still playing very cautiously here. Tanner just popping that Shrine, playing playing around with the Grimstroke, trying to chase down Grim right now. Can he finish the job though? He cannot. Jewel comes down onto the Lifestealer, but I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to finish this one. And look at the chains. The chains doing so much work. They're going to be able to jump Kmuff though. Tanner does finally die. They grab a kill on SworDDarK and they'll grab a second in Solari. Everybody else getting themselves back. They're chasing hard though. Doom is on top of the Legion Commander. Yules comes out. The slow is out as well. Toby's going to get run down. They're trying to get the return here. Look at the damage coming out. Lifestealer's going to get dropped and the puck trying to run. RMS looking so low on HP, but he's going to be all right. Senny backs out using the upheaval, and with the invis TP, he'll be okay, and that is going to put an end to that fight. An incredibly messy backward and forward fight there, but finally it comes to an end, and it will be a pretty big win for SworDDarK once again.
I don't know why Tanner keeps trying to combo this puck every single fight.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Like,
Dude,
he's just gonna...
Are you turning on our very own pride of UK Dota?
I am.
Yeah, no, you absolutely should. This has been a question raised in my mind as well. Like,
that's the thing, like, as casters, we understand they're better than us, but we still have to try and
I don't.
put
I'm better.
across what we think. I know, you know you're better. But...
Yeah, I just cast instead. It's more fun.
It's a tough life, isn't it?
It is. It is. But yeah, it's a really hard hero. On the one hand, it might be the theory that if you keep the X marks on the puck, then you stop him from being free in the fights and initiating upon you. But at the same time, you can't just play in trying to prevent the enemy from doing stuff and not do stuff yourself. And Tanner is the stuff doer on his team, right?
Uh-oh. Warlock's in possibly a little bit of trouble here.
He's very, very close to getting his mustache shaved. They'll see him. And they'll go and... Oh, good night, sweet prince. You lived a good life, but unfortunately it did not last very long. Shenny hits the deck.
Good warding, though, from the Warlock. Like, this up here has not been found. So, at the moment, it was really good for him that he's got this vision up. Yeah, he dies for it, but they might be able to make a play now.
Mm-hmm. If you can
Golem's
kill the
up
core in
by the
response,
time-
then it makes it all worth it in the long run.
Golem's up by the time he's alive again, so they might look to try and fight around that. You know, Doom's up again as well, who has spider legs, by the way. Really good for Doom.
Yeah, we saw it last game as well. Fantastic item on this hero. What was I going to check? Oh yeah, so this quickening charm. Which team did it belong to? Yeah, so that's actually the Radiant's item, but the Dire have it. So it belongs to SworDDarK, but it died in the team fight, so it just died some random ass damage from somebody. Killed the creep. So if you click on the team, just click on a random hero and bring up the neutrals tab, then you see what items they've picked up so far, right? So you can do it on the Radiant, and then you can open it up again for the Dire. So we've got Spider Legs and Greater Fairy Fire on Viking, and then... And apparently it didn't want to work anymore, but it does work. Trust me.
Great demonstration.
Yeah,
Great
I demonstrated it, and this time
much.
it just doesn't seem to be working at all. But
Well, like at the moment, like it feels like Dire have been
tripping. Oh no, it is Vikings. My bad.
Yeah, it feels like Hell with the Undying on Lifestealer.
God damn it! I want to see it on Legion so badly. It's
Oh,
so
he's giving the Hell
funny.
with Undying to Warlock. Ooh.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
You now can't burst Warlock down before he gets ult off. Or bot lane as well.
Yeah, Boom on the run here. If they found him though, they've got the vision, they've got the Atos, but yeah,
Yeah,
he makes it to base.
He got
Atos
Atos just before the Atos hit.
Didn't land.
Really nice.
He's gonna get
I think
stunned now
Did
randomly.
he take the outpost as well? I think he did. So it stopped the Dire getting any XP there.
Yeah, only Radiant got XP. Very valued players from the puck here. Shifting that XP advantage over. In fact, you know what? We should be using the XP graphs much more. And you can see very clearly the curves here on who's been taking these outposts. That's what it is, the story of outposts now. Still in Vikings' favor, but that little blip there is going to help out Radiant a lot.
I'm interested to see. It feels like both teams don't. are like not winning fights enough that they can make plays or like take objectives afterwards at the moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
duel comes out though, but then the ultimate coming down onto the Doom as well. Is enough damage to finish him off in time? It might not get the duel, but they should still get the kill. Curry though, he's still alive, and despite the Lotus Orb, he will now drop. Tanner grabs him with the right click, so no Doom's going to come out, but he buys back to try and get it off anyway. And this is going to force back Viking. They're happy with what they got, and they will retreat.
Radiant's bottom
the thing is, but if you're Radiant now, like you've used Soulbind and you've used Golem, so your Doom buys back, but can you take anything off this? Like you can't Roche. Because what are the cooldowns on the die that they're waiting for? Like another 10 seconds or 15 seconds for duel? Does Puck have a Lincoln's yet either? No, he doesn't.
Dire's top tower.
He has to be
is
so
under
careful
attack.
against this Legion.
Yeah, he's playing all out here for the damage. And welcome viewers on BTS1. Toby, he's looking for him. If he follows the orb, he might get this one. Does manage to find him. No, they try to swap the coil, but he misses him by an inch. The Legion Commander will be able to get this kill. And Muff actually walking inside the Aramis ulti, trying to help out, tank some of the damage, but it's not going to be enough. The Puck will die. Toby grabs a kill and a little bit of extra duel damage there.
Yeah, they're just going to go into Roche. I think Puck has to buy back here. Like, he committed the buyback on the Doom as well. If it feels like if you let them get Roche after committing the buyback on the Doom, it's really bad. I think you just have to suck it up and just try and defend this.
Yeah.
You don't have Golem, like, you don't have this sort of Soulbind stuff actually, but it's really hard to take fights without all your spells
Drop
being.
in. There's no response here. They didn't go for it, and that's going to be an Aegis in the hands of the Gyrocopter. Look at Digi, just rage spider legs. Get away from them.
Bamboozled.
Yeah. Played him. He's so goddamn fast with these spider legs. And I really don't think you need spider legs and phase boots, but then again, when you've got no other item to fill the slot, you might as well.
He's got Iron Talon, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, my bad.
Lifestealer attacks so fast. It's so weird to see it now. Like how fast Lifestealer attacks. And he gets an
Here
evasion.
comes Curry up onto the high ground. Does he get the Doom off? He does not. The duel comes out immediately, and in comes the ultimate with the Skyraft in his last dying breaths. He will be able to bring down the Doom, but, well, no, he won't.
Oh, Lifestealer's got no range.
Didn't get it off in time. The double Doom was not there. Tanner just running at them, just bulking up on the front lines here. Come at me, bro. And we're back
He has
himself
the
away.
Mindbreaker as well for the 4-second silence on his first attack.
Yeah, I've been noticing that. It's an interesting one on the Conquer, but certainly quite nice if you can get the X marks onto like the Puck or something. Just enables your combo really nicely. But yeah, generally you want to get it on a ranged hero, but I don't think the Gyrocopter wants it. If only it worked on Flat Cannon.
I mean, you could get it on something like Legion as well, maybe, but I think, yeah, probably best on Kunkka.
Just enables his combo a little bit more. Especially he goes for a nullifier now. I wonder if he is. No, he's going for the AC. Okay. Wait, he's got
Like,
an
I feel
AC.
like he benefits from the attack speed the most as well on the team, so.
Attack speed? Mindbreaker?
Yeah. Oh, they've given it to the Legion. Okay.
It doesn't have attack speed on it anymore.
Yeah, I thought it did.
Radiant's
Oh yeah, it
middle
did. Sorry, it was right at the
tower is
bottom.
under
My
attack.
bad. My bad. It's under the patch stuff. Is that normal? I don't think that's normal, right?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay. Okay. Whew. Managed to bail myself out of that hole.
Radiant's middle tower.
Gyro
is
has the
falling.
DD, by the way, and they might just look to go high ground here.
Yeah,
Toby's
that's,
just jungling at the moment.
that's
but-
pretty terrifying.
Like, why is Toby not here being ready to help his Gyro?
Yeah, or dueling that Puck, maybe, something like that. I don't know. They have to be very careful of this chaotic offering, which will always be able to come off. And there are people
There's
enough to
also
scare them away.
there's a Satanic on the Gyro now. It's coming out on the Courier.
Yeah, Aramis had to TP back to bottom, by the way, to just get himself some farm and push out that bottom wave, more importantly. And they've seen this. They want to make something happen. But Curry's just coming onto the front lines right now. Tanner trying to find the combo onto Doom, but doesn't manage to do so. And they'll get themselves back out here. So the bounties?
I like how Sky TP'd all the way to get the down to bot lane to get the bounties, and then he's like, "Oh shit, there's a fight coming. I have to BOT back in just before I get to the route."
Yeah. Oh, this quickening charm though on Skyrath, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's real crazy.
And they're gonna get all 4 bounties as well, just building up their map control more and more. And with the Satanic on the Gyro now, I actually don't think they should be scared of anything at this point. Yeah, like Doom's annoying, but with the Satanic on the Gyro, I think he can just sit there and just tank up a lot of this damage. Press the attack the Gyro through a Doom as well.
Dire are
Yeah.
scanning.
I mean, this Puck's actually going for an Aghanim now, so he's backed out of going for the right-click build, feeling like his team needs a little bit more lockdown, a little bit more control over these team fights, which I feel like they absolutely do.
I think if he's going for the Dreamcoil Rapid Fire at 25 as well, he probably should be looking to get the Ags. I think that's probably the way to play it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he will do anymore.
He's gone for this physical damage though, right? I think he has to... Oh, not physical. I guess he has a Maelstrom.
I mean, he's got 90 damage on a Maelstrom. Like, it's not full commitment. There's no Desolator. Yeah, I think you wait and just kind of play for the GPM and then kind of hope that you hit 30. Not a big deal if you don't.
I just struggle to see where the damage is coming from on the Radiant side to deal with a Gyrocopter, a Kunkka, and a Legion.
Yeah. Do you think that Blink is still super necessary on Puck?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yes.
attack.
Yeah, I do.
You don't think there's like there's games where there's options to go without? You know, if you just get the cast range talent for Waning Rift.
It's not enough. Like, the difference between 200 cast range and a Blink is like crazy.
Yeah.
I think you can still get away with doing it sometimes if they have really bad lockdown and stuff, and you can just rely on Orb. But it makes your hero so much better.
Radiant's
Just having the
bottom
ability
tower
to
is
be so
under attack.
maneuverable around the map.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know. I think playing Puck without Blink would feel super weird. Like having to get within what, like 500 cast range to use Waning Rift on somebody.
Yeah. It's certainly rough, but it's just something I'm interested to see if anybody experiments with in certain games. But there's that Aghanim's now finished up on the Puck, so he's going to have a lot more lockdown to offer to these team fights, and they're immediately smoked up, ready to go on the side of SworDDarK, but they've kind of realized that, wait a minute, what we've seen, let's have a look. Yep, there is a little light bulb up there, a little observer ward.
I like how they check after the smoke. Like,
Yeah.
Don't check before, just check afterwards.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Smoke, if we don't find anybody, just go, oh, they warded.
I also think, by the way, I think he might have to go Dreamcoil Rapid Fire. Otherwise, I don't think they do enough damage. Like in fights. I think he might feel forced to.
Yeah. Yeah, he is looking to finish off that Mjolnir, but that might just be to shove that on the Lifestealer, the active. We'll see. I'm very interested to see what this Puck goes for here. Feel like you probably want to give him the 40 tome just to make sure he gets there, because his 25 is just that strong. Like, what are you looking at? And his 30, of course. I mean, you've got Grimstroke, who's like,
Clear
meh.
sailing
His
now.
20s is so meh.
I don't know, the 3 hits to kill the
3
Phantom's
hits to kill
pretty good.
Phantom's good, yeah. And Warlock, he's actually really far behind. Only 18 experience, despite... Oh, we didn't go for the 50% XP gain. Okay.
I can't wait for my boy Doom to get the 175% cleave at level 20.
How do you not go for the 50% XP gain on Warlock now?
Oh, he probably wants to take Shadow Word AoE,
Yeah.
I would assume. Oh, they got the Puck. With the duel.
That's quite intense. BKB from Curry just popped there as he runs them down. Just looking at the front lines. Well, he's actually trying to escape. Okay.
That's a Doom BKB down.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have to be careful of a Puck buyback here, though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, they do. But they might want to force it themselves.
Oh, he's going Ags on Kung.
Oh, he's going for it. Tanner, our man. Man of the
Hell
people,
yeah.
giving them what they want. Let's see it, baby.
He's close to Butterfly and Gyrocopter as well. I mean, Rhythm and Roche spawn's about to hit, so they might just want him to play a little bit more careful here.
Quite. Let's see. I mean, they have this ward up, so easy for them to play around it. They're very scared inside their brace on the side of SworDDarK. They just want to stay safe.
Oh dear.
Shenny's
Legion
Courier?
has 25 now, by the way, so he has the 350 AoE. Press the attack.
Sorry, how did Shad just kill a courier?
Dire are
It was
scanning.
on the bottom Dire ward. I think he was checking the Warlock was going to put his courier up there just for vision or something.
Oh, I see.
They had a ward, so they just killed it off.
Again, this game feeling like a boiling pot right now. At some point, it's going to spill over for one of these teams. And you know, I'm not even super favoring Viking, despite the fact that they're this far in control. This Lifestealer, he's going to hit really, really hard. You're not going to be able to stop him getting his damage off. If they haven't had a fight where we've been able to see like the double doom and except like 5 minutes into the game or something. And the golems as well. You know, if you find a real 5-on-5 team fight, I really feel like SworDDarK is still very, very scary.
Yeah, they are. But again, it's the whole damage problem. Like, yeah, you get the Doom thingy off, the Doom Soulbind off, but then like if it's on Gyro, he has a Satanic, so it lasts half the time or whatever now. Now they have pressed the
Honestly-
attack to keep people alive.
I honestly think they have enough damage. I really do. I think you can underestimate what the puck can do, even though he's not going for the right-click build. He still outputs a lot with the low cooldowns. We have a fight breaking out right now. Solari on the front lines. He's got the BKB, trying to get himself away with the Prince's knife
Radiant's
as well.
tower is under attack.
They clear
Hey.
themselves out.
They just let him out.
Yeah, they no team wants to overcommit onto the other right now. Very respectful of one another, but very scared as well. And the fake Kunkka will be eaten up.
Ooh, Flicker. That's the
which team?
the really interesting one on for CM.
I want to see it on the puck so badly. Yeah, Flicker is my favorite item in out of the new
It's-
ones.
Is it not really good against Puck with the coil?
No, 'cause you can't use it. I don't think.
Oh right, okay.
I don't think. Maybe you can, but I'm fairly sure it's treated like all other blinks in that regard. Yeah, it's amazing on puck. It's amazing on clockwork. It's amazing on like any high mobility hero, which just helps them kind of scale to even more mobility. Basically, what it does is it blinks you in a random direction. I think 400 units, so it's absolutely chaotic. You have to have very good camera control in order to make it work. Otherwise, you will lose yourself.
600.
600 range. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Wow.
can end up in trees. So you don't really want it to put it on a hero which isn't going to be able to escape from trees. Or
Oh, it
something
has
like
a
that.
5-second cooldown.
Yeah, and it's not cancelled by damage.
What?
Yeah, it's mental. It's mental. So if you could get this on puck, if you can get this on
I want to see it on Sand
Legion, would be pretty good. Yeah, Sand King.
Like Blink, Yule, Spur, Strike, Flicker. Jesus.
Ah, the magic lamp. Another tier 4 item here. When the wearer of health 4 below 15%,
Radiant's
they will
top
receive a hard
tower
dispel and
is
be healed
under
for
attack.
300 health. It's shit.
I actually think this
sorry,
is really
it's-
good
it's-
against the Doom. For the Doom, sorry.
Yeah,
bot lane.
that's true.
Here's the
Oh,
duel.
a duel comes out. They managed to catch it. Oh, no, they actually... What? No, Boom was the one
pass.
they targeted. They managed to bring him down, and the Lifestealer was inside him. So Toby
go
dies
shit.
as well. It's not a bad trade, all things considered. And they do have the buyback on the puck, and Digi's not really afraid of just running forward right now as Lisa.
The Doom just gets hit by 3 boats in a row. He's like, what's going on?
I'm
Regeneration.
stuck.
Oh, they gave the magic lamp to Grimstroke. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
It's not like valuable enough, I don't think. I mean, the 400 health is nice, but
He has his Ags coming out in the Korean Alpha Kunka. So this should be fun. As if these fights weren't chaotic enough already.
God, look at the illusions.
Dire are scanning.
The illusionist cape illusions from Conqueror are just like chonking.
They are buff.
Now this is the part where you make the ultimate Tanner play. And you just put
What's the
yourself,
ultimate
you just
Tanner
walk
play?
into Roche Pit, pretend you're an illusion. They come in and try and kill you. Bam, you kill the Lifestealer. GG.
Okay. You do you, man.
Trust me.
Do this again.
She's going for it.
It's
Prince's
actually
knife, flicker. The 5 becomes the core.
Oh, Legion has the Mindbreaker, doesn't he? Yeah, okay. Is he just looking to upgrade the Ags on the Kunka? I guess he is. He doesn't really want to get rid of any of his items.
Yeah,
just
the
before a
illusionist
fight, he
cape
swaps
is
it in.
pretty meh, honestly.
It's really good with the Radiance, though. It just helps you push waves.
Yeah, that's true. Double damage Lifestealer. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh, he's got the Havoc Hammer as well. That's a fun one.
What, on the lifesteal?
Yeah.
It gives him plus 0.3 base attack time, though.
A prize.
Yeah, I
think
mean,
this
you
is really
feel it,
valid.
like his attacks feel like they take a little bit longer, but it's really, yeah, it's not a big deal. It gives you plus 60 damage, I mean, and on
Yeah.
the strength hero plus 18 strength makes it more than worth it. The active is actually quite underwhelming, but it could work really well with Puck.
What did Puck take? Oh, he took the GPM. Boo.
Boo.
He has that Lincoln's now, so he might actually survive.
Hey, he might live for more than 2 seconds. No, he dropped the hammer. What? Guys, hammer?
He really wants his MKB, though, on the Lifestealer. I think it's got coming out.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, he does. Like, he really needs it versus the Gyrocopter's Butterfly. Isn't there an evasion talent on?
They give away the
somebody
spider
else as well?
legs. Why do people keep giving away spider legs? Why don't people put in spider legs instead of boots? Can you tell me?
knows?
Do you know?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Talent just runs the illusion up to the high ground. Just getting vision. They can just shove in this bot lane though, and then somebody from the Radiant has to defend this. Yeah, like Puck's TPing.
Yeah, but we're in a real gridlock right now. I mean, we haven't had fights. We haven't. I mean, I'm not even sure I remember the last time Golem was used. It's
Radiant's bottom
It's probably been
tower
about
is
20
under
minutes, hasn't
attack.
it? Like,
literally. Huh. And they're just leaving their items by their shrine right now. Courier's coming to pick them up. Someone needs to pick up this Havoc Hammer, I think.
yeah, it's on the courier.
Yeah. Get rid of these illusions. Huh. Princess Knife doesn't kill illusions. Thought it would have. That's probably balanced.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Skywrath.
Oh, playing with fire right now. In comes a coil, and they're going to bring him down very quickly indeed. The Lifestealer tearing through him in seconds. And
have
now
a-
we back off.
He just has 6 armor, and he was playing against a Deso AC Lifestealer there. So,
Armor. What the hell?
he has the Hex though, right? That's what he's going for. Like, he's
Yeah,
trying to play more aggressive. He's level 26 and a half on the Skywrath. Like, he has a GPM talent. He's going to be really big. And I think when he gets his level 30, his talents are really good.
Yeah. What's Win Pro? Because I don't know. Yeah, no. Gaben doesn't know either. He's like, well, could be anybody's game. But they're jumping onto the CM right now. Damage coming in, but not really a very hard commitment. Definitely don't want to throw down a Doom onto a CM. That would be not the play. They're just waiting. Roche is very low. 55 seconds till the Skywrath Mage is up, so they've got plenty of time to play around with this SworDDark. They're going to send in their Conquer. A little bit of the combo out onto the Warlock. They're holding steady. SworDDark being very careful, but this might be the play. They infest inside the park, looking to karma up around on the high ground here.
I
Do
like
they have the
this.
vision off it? They do not. Neither team has
think you have
vision
to
off one
go-
another, but they know they're here. They're playing around it very well, nicely.
I think if you're doing this, you have to go all the way around, like past a small camp and then up and round again.
Yeah, look at the
gonna
pings
get a
coming up
ward up.
as well. They're saying they know. And they spot that illusory orb as
Oh.
well, and that's going to give them all the
level
chance
up.
they need. Yep. Quickly
Is that the
picking that
cleave
one up.
damage one, or does it do something different now?
No, it takes towers now. 50%,
Oh, right,
50 attack speed and 25% bonus building
Dyer's top
damage.
tower is under attack.
Very nice. Oh, Courier nearly gets taken out. Conquer Illusion, giving them the vision, but they've wasted so much time deliberating over whether to do Roshan or not that the Skywrath Mage has respawned, and now Viking are ready to go. They're gathered as 5, looking to make a play of their own now.
I'm surprised they didn't try and commit there on the Radiant side. At least try and force a buyback. The problem is though, like, you're playing into like boat, like Ghost Ship Fleet. He's got the Ags upgrade as well on the Kunkka.
And here we go. Viking, they're going in for this right now. Note that Ags on the Kunkka.
Can they
Torrent
get wards
Storm
down
is
on the high
available.
ground? Do they have any? I
They're
don't
coming
think
in
they
from
do.
behind. This could be disastrous. They managed to find them right now. The wards come up onto the high ground. They see everybody, and they will engage. Digi's going to be the target, but no. No one's going on anybody right now. Curry's on the front lines there. Jujul coming out the double. Duel is back with Lotus Sword. The damage is there, and down goes Curry, and down goes Ruff as well. He's not going to last very long. Snap 2 heroes down on the side of Sword Knight, taking a good advantage so far.
Oh, the
Viking.
Doom dying again.
Yeah, he's coming back in on this one, but he's not going to fall. They're really looking for the double doom, but they'll have to settle for a single one onto the gyrocopter. They want to try and take down the gyro. Have buyback. Well, they will be able to rip through him pretty easily. They try and force staff him away, but it's not quite enough. Meanwhile, down goes Solari as well. A pretty chaotic fight, but it does
think you
go
have to buy back
really,
here.
really well for the Sword Knight. This Roshan, though, is going to go down so quickly. If they want to make a play, they've got to make it now, and they don't have their ultimates. They're going to let it go. Roshan will be going the way of Sword Knight, I think. Oh god. Oh god. Skywrath, no. You're not a hero that can make that happen.
I really disagree. I think if you buy back on the CM and the gyro, they have no Golem, they have no Doom.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to fight you? You just buy back and take the Aegis for yourself.
I can only agree. It's an interesting call, but now things are looking very even indeed as they do manage to take the fight on SworDDark. Viking not willing to give the enemy team a win condition, but instead giving them an Aegis. And now, with a 12k gold advantage, seeming very, very spindly indeed for Viking.
I feel like... Yeah, I feel like the Scarlet's going to have to buy back now anyway.
Dyer's middle tower is under
If
Like,
you have
they're
to buy
gonna take a
back, and oh my god, this Lifestealer is wrecking.
Dyer's middle tower has
So you've given
fallen.
them Aegis, and you're going to give them a set of rats because you haven't bought them.
Is that really going to be the play here? Luckily, this country illusion. Gotta do a little bit. They've got to fortify as well. 20 seconds should be long enough to wait, but they're definitely going to lose a tower, and they're really looking to try and take more here. Tanner pushing forwards. He's got the Torrent Storm if he wants to try and delay with that, perhaps. But I mean, if a fight breaks out and you don't have that spell, you're going to feel very weak indeed. And yeah, they are going to lose a barracks. This is really, really costly. Viking did not want to buy back here. They just wanted to hold on to that win condition.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Bot
under
lane,
attack.
there's a little bit of a push going on.
Yeah, a little bit.
Double cap, it's quite a lot of damage.
Has fallen.
So I remember you said you thought he might be going for the Shadow Word AoE.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's
Just didn't want XP, I guess. Imagine, Shady, you could be 30 by now.
He definitely wouldn't be 30, but he'd be like 27 or so, I think.
He'd be 30.
The XP you need to get to level 30 is crazy, but I think like
Yeah,
29 to
yeah.
30 is like 7.5k XP, which is ridiculous.
Invisibility.
Yeah, it's pretty mad, but at the same time, you also got to consider that when you do take the XP talent, you're then going to be playing a bit more XP oriented. So, you
Like
probably-
Legion has a 25 XP talent at level 10, and he's still only level 28.5. Like,
yeah. It's funny just holding on and seeing those crazy numbers. 6,500 XP you needed to get to level 29.
it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but might hit some this game. Who are we most scared of? I mean, Legions is all right. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Just an all-round buff to her spells.
I really think Radiant should be making plays while the Aegis is still up on the Life Stealer. I think you just have to go for this.
Yeah, they are feeling a little bit hesitant.
Like, Doom has an Aeon Disc now as well, right? So he can't just get blown up straight away. He has Aeon Disc and Cheese.
Look at the money just ticking in from Puck. It's always a crazy thing to witness. So
Is he
much
building,
gold.
yeah, he's building crit. I like this.
Yep, going crit. And Hex queued up next, interestingly.
Dire are scanning.
I mean, I think that's smart, honestly. I don't like the idea of trying to, like, just build loads and loads of right-click damage for when you hit that 30, because, as you say, 30 is still a long, long way away.
I mean, the thing is, Hex is always just a good item, right? And they have a Grimstroke on their team as well, who has a Hex of his own, by the way. So,
Wow.
like, the Hex effectiveness is basically
Dire's
doubled
bottom
every single
tower is
fight.
under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
I just
attack.
feel like the no Aether on Grimstroke anymore. I mean, he obviously had it before, but got rid of it, I would suppose.
I think the Vlad's is more important, though, right?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, Korea, that's a
Dire's
lot of
turret
items.
has been killed.
Wow.
Dire's
Oh, but
bottom
it's just
shrine is
neutrals,
under
though.
attack.
They're probably just picking them up for the bin. Interesting point someone in chat just made, by the way.
Dire's bottom
Hip Maniacs
shrine
named themselves
has fallen.
SworDDarK.
Dire's
Um,
bottom tower
Who else has
has
a name
been
similar to SworDDark?
That's the stuff.
What?
Who else who used to be a Hip Maniacs player had a name similar to SworDDark?
Oh, what Samurai?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very good point, actually. I didn't think about that.
No, me neither. Shout out to Lex TV. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter's being jumped on right now. Gonna break that call. Didn't realize the eggs was out. He's taking so much damage right now, but turning it around. He's got the Satanic. They're gonna have to drop the Golem for this one. Shad is eventually running out of health. Digi closing the gap. Needs a little bit more. And with the open wounds, that'll give him what they need. Boom finishes him off with a Waning Rift and puts an end to this
Where's his
Gyrocopter. His team are coming in from behind, and I'm not too sure about this one at all. They've been double doomed up. This is a disaster. They're trying to fight up in this one, but they've got two heroes who can't use any zap spells. Digi just chasing, chunking into Tanner right now. Tanner can maybe turn around. In comes the storm. The torrents are out, but Tanner's losing his health. He needs to play around, but oh no, two torrents come out onto Curry. Curry gets dropped. In they come. Digi has to back out. I hope you bought your umbrellas, because you're going to need them for the torrent storm right now. Doom fighting up at the front lines, though. Tanner finally dropped. The storm did not last as long as I thought. Aramis also dropped. The buybacks are coming in. Meanwhile, yeah, and they fight.
That's
Muffet's
another
going to get
dieback.
killed. It is another dieback. Two heroes now dead for this one. It was a brave play from Viking, but they did make it, and it does go their way in the end. They managed to not just win the fight, but get two buybacks from it as well. Diebacks nonetheless.
How long until they're up against? Like 2 minutes or so? Yeah. They have to do something here on the die side. If they've taken the buyback timings, they'll know that it's a 3 versus 5 here. Like, there's no Doom. There's not even any golems either for 90 seconds. I think this has to be your time to win the game here.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
They got to go for this one. Do they realize this is their timing? They're going for the Megas instead. Viking playing it safe as they've been doing all game. Puck, meanwhile, goes for an arcane rune. Interesting.
He's going to go for the phase shift attack meme. Have you seen Shane's video?
Yeah.
Amazing. Just
Yeah, you need 2 octarines. Yeah, and I think they changed it so you can't have 2 octarines anymore. So. Good job, Shane, getting that enough. They're jumping straight forward onto Aramis. Aramis getting real low, but still surviving. The end is his OP. Digi getting beaten down real fast right now. And in come the golems. They're trying to turn this fight. Digi will drop, has the buyback, uses it. Puck has his as well if he wants to jump in on this one. They're just trying to fight. And then down goes the golem. But Golem upon death gives them a little bit more, but still they're just fighting on the front lines. Viking have lost nobody right now. They're still trying to fight. The damage from the puck, it is significant. Shad turning around and fighting into the life steal. I'm not sure that's a play, but he will be able to get out. Tanner so low on HP here as well. Don't forget they don't have buybacks on the side of Viking either. And in comes the Legion Commander. She really wants this, and she does have buybacks, so this is a conscious decision. Trade Mega Creeps for the dieback, and now we hit the 57-minute mark.
There wasn't even a dieback on the Legion. Like, the Legion has
Sorry,
buyback.
yeah, right. Saying and buyback for the and she's probably not even gonna have to use it. If you get Megas, you don't have to use it.
Legion almost level 30, by the way. Here we go. We're about to hit it. The first one. Actually, Puck's almost.
2 rapiers, by the way. Casual.
Okay.
In case you're wondering. Yep. Digi grabs one, and Gyrocopter buys one as well.
Sure. Well, I mean, this has to be the last fight, right? Like, both teams know.
I mean, whilst it might seem weird for the Gyrocopter after they get Mega Creeps to buy the Divine Rapier, I wholeheartedly support this. And not just because it's a good meme, but also because you need to end the game. Just because you've got Mega Creeps doesn't mean the game is over. You still need to finish it. You don't want to end up in a position where the enemy team have buybacks, so you know they're going to be coming to try and force this Legion. It's the right play. If you die, you're dead anyway, so you have no buyback on that Gyro.
This global concussive shot meme from the Skywrath's amazing.
Yeah, it's
just like
it's
he's
just
like
a
top
really
right.
weird
You can
one.
see, like, look at the map. You can see like the little bit of it's coming across the map. Like, say, oh my god.
Oh, sick dodge. Yeah, I mean, I always like to have the minus 15% ancient magic seal resistance reduction. That's a mouthful.
It's really good some games, I think. But when you get to level 20, it tends to be the point that people have BKBs and things anyway, right?
Yeah.
So the amp that you try and get down just doesn't work.
Alright, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Are we going to get to see level 70 neutral items?
Level 70?
Yeah, 70-minute one.
Dude, level 70 neutral item sounds amazing. I'm going to click it if you win the game.
Tier 5, whatever. Yeah, the ancient exploder. Just build a catapult on your base which fires at the ancient.
I don't think we are. That's like still another 10 minutes and one team has Megas now. Gyro's going to get buyback and then they're going to go and try and win the game. Like, you know, so look at Shad. He's just sitting in his fountain. Because he doesn't have to make a play until they come into his base.
Yeah. We're going to
Maybe he's
see...
just
Have we got any couriers giving stuff to people? Oh, okay. We've got one which is offering an arcane ring. I guess essence ring, but yeah.
This Puck needs to just go and farm level 30, I think. It's a really big deal if he can get it before the next fight. Like, life's gonna get out of me, dude.
Yeah, I need the XP, please.
Oh, this Doom takes the outpost. Wow, at the same time as Legion takes the bottom outpost. Amazing.
Pretty big news. And there we go, level 30 reaching our first hero, and it's the Legion Commander with that XP talent. So, AoE press the attack plus 40 dual damage bonus. You know,
Puck's about to get it as well.
Not bad. Yeah, that's the biggest one, I think. It's going to increase their damage. If they take this Roche, that is going to be Puck with the level 20. Probably not enough to get him 30, actually, I don't think. But yeah.
Oh, it's Ags.
It's Ags. It's Ags.
Radiant's bottom shrine has
That's
fallen.
Do you give the
Kind
Ags to Doom, I think?
Your shrine has fallen
Yeah.
to the Radiant.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, and he takes a cheese as well. Puck's so close, goodness me, look at that. He's a little bit more, there he goes, pushed him over the edge. And Puck is now at that level 30, so we got ourselves some AoE Dream Call action. There's a Jewel coming down in the bottom lane. I don't know what this is about. Lady kind of getting jumped upon right now. She does have a buyback, but just gonna die like that for no good reason, seemingly. I mean, I guess if you get that kill onto the Warlock in the base, then you've more or less won your team the game. They're not going to be able to team fight without these golems, but a huge risk to take.
To be fair, well, did you not? I thought it was the Grimstroke he used it on.
Oh, it might have been the Grimstroke.
It's still the same thing though, right? That when you have these games,
right,
it
was
won the game at 60 minutes in, right? Like you have to be constantly threatening still, and if you're not threatening, it makes the Radiant feel like so much more safe.
Yeah.
Warlock has refresher ags, by the way.
There's a bit of a wave coming into the base, but luckily Puck is staying around. He's got the boots of travel, level 2, so easily able to come and help out.
Have you ever seen 4 sets of Fatal Bombs before? Because you're about to.
Oh God, please no. If you get that off, you just like what AoE damage? Oh, the Puck.
Well, you have to
That's a
do it
big
on
meme.
the Soulbind, but
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, of course.
I think they just go for this. I think they can win here. Radiant side.
Legion buys back. Don't forget about the rapier though. Gyro still holding it. He's really trying his best to hide this rapier at all costs. Puck's
Worth
still
pointing
defending in
out,
the
by
base,
way,
but he's got the TP.
Lifestealer's max HP is only 2.2k.
Yeah,
Like, he is not a tanky hero in terms of raw HP.
yeah.
Dire's bottom
Alright, so
tower
they're going to
is under
equalize.
attack.
Well, you can't equalize against Megas unless you get them all. Yeah, they're looking at the tier 4s still. Legion is back though. Legion. Oh, they're jumping forwards onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer nearly loses Aegis. Curry jumps in though. They got to protect Curry. He actually takes a swing at the tower. Not too sure about that one. And now the X-Mark's coming out. Puck is coming up on this one though. Illusory Orb's being fired forwards. Their base is okay for the time being. Digi just tanking away. Down goes one tier 4. The X1's going to go down soon as well. You got to make a play here, Viking. You can't wait forever. And there comes a duel, but the golems follow up as well. Double golem, triple golem, quadruple golem. Brings down that Aegis, however. Toby's still surviving throughout all of this. There's a Torrent Storm coming out as well. Down goes Grimstroke, but in they go. They're trying to take the agent. It is exposed, but heroes are dying. The Lifestealer is dead, and down goes the Gyrocopter. He's going to fly back into this one as Skyrock just trying to fight right now. Curry is controlled. Can they finish the job? It looks like they can. Down goes Curry. He does have buyback. Lifestealer still has to wait an extra minute. CM is soloing Warlock at the end here, trying to bring down Senny. Can he finish the job? Yes, he can. Help me Undying gives you a couple more seconds to think about your actions, and he will die. And now Viking, they've got a buyback on their Skywrath. All they need to do is buy back on him and get back down the middle lane. Can you defend with 2 heroes? I think the answer might be no.
They have the Dream Coil up in 15. I think if they can use it just outside their base to stop them coming.
It's
It might be
it's a bit too much to ask for, I think, but
He has
it's a
13K,
hope.
like he can buy a refresher.
He can buy anything he goddamn wants. Is he going for rapier? My boy, my goddamn boy. Get another one. Just get 2.
Yeah, you might as well.
Like seriously, like, why not? Why not at this stage?
He has buyback though, to be fair.
True. Is this a buyback rapier? No, it's a Devi rapier.
How long till Lifestealers can buy back? It's 15 seconds for Lifestealer.
All right. We might have an actual fight in our hands, but the Drows are dropping so quickly. Oh my god, they've got to do something about this. They do have the Fortify. They're going to have to drop it quickly, though. The Ancient's under attack. Fortify. Okay. All right. Well,
That's what I don't understand. Like, just go and use the Dream Coil to stop them getting into your base.
yeah, they didn't do it quickly enough. But a good game all the same, as they hold on for 64 minutes at the end there. But unfortunately, the Gyro just does way too much damage. It was too much of an ask at the end, and the Lifestealer just about gets his buyback off cooldown as the game ends. Not an ideal situation. They needed a way to keep him out of the base, and unfortunately, they just didn't have it. 2 versus 5. It was too much to ask for in the first place. And that is going to be the game. Going the way of Viking. In the first game of the best of 2 series, but it is a best of 2 series, so there is another chance for SworDDarK to come back and take another game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Oh, sorry, I'm just stretching after that one. That was pretty chaotic. That was pretty all over the place right now. I feel like Viking had several opportunities to win this one. Didn't really push their advantage as much as I would have liked them to. Around this 45-minute mark when it got quite late, but even before then as well. They weren't really capitalizing upon the success they found on the map early on.
I think both teams just made mistakes throughout the game, right? So like when you come into these
it's a very broad
qualifiers,
statement.
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like there were mistakes at key points in the game. I think where I feel like if you were a more seasoned team, they probably wouldn't have made the same mistakes. So I think coming into these qualifiers, you have to get these mistakes out the way now, right? If you want to be like seriously looking at something further. So just iron them out. Just go again, because I think if either of these teams wants to really push on forward, I think they have to win this game convincingly over the other one.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. You gotta put the fear. You gotta prove that you're not just trying to fluke this one, but you actually have the talent to do so. And also, you gotta look from it from like a career point of view for these players, right? Maybe Viking isn't gonna be winning any minor or majors anytime soon, but these players individually, they have the skill to be able to make it into a lot of these higher up teams, and they want to be the ones being considered. When the rust swaps comes around, when their chance comes up, if you put in a good performance here, you can definitely try to position yourself into getting into a bigger team in the future. It's very much a case of you need to do well in your team in order to advance your career. So maybe SworDDarK won't be making it all the way, but you might find yourself in a team next season which can, and that's got to be the ultimate goal for you as a player, as a career player. But then you also might believe in your team as well, to make it. So yeah, it's just a balance, isn't it? Out of all these players, is there anyone who stood out for you particularly in this match?
In this match, I honestly actually don't think so. Not particularly. Yeah. I think they all played okay, but I don't think any of them really stood out.
I mean, for me, since I haven't seen Digi before, I was quite impressed how to the wall he was being. But in the end, yeah, he ended up with in a really awkward position. I think he made some mistakes with his item choice and stuff like that. I don't really know. He was a very aggressive player. He was basically all in on the damage, but you look at his items at the end of the... Wait, what? Is that a bug? There's no way he had a killer in his... Oh, he actually...
Yeah, he did, because he was building Heart, because he had an Aegis at the end.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So, yeah, not really that much farm, to be honest. I mean, 22.4k gold. He did buy the Rapier and drop it, so I mean, that's about 30k in general, but still the same as Doom. Anyway, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with game number 2 of SworDDarK versus Viking, and then after that, we're going to be jumping into some Secret games, I believe. It's going to be Wind and Rain versus Secret, and then Alliance versus Viking, and then finally SworDDarK versus Secret to end off the day. I hope you stick with us through the entire thing. This is the EU qualifier for the Leipzig qualifiers, and we'll be back real soon.